Arts integration at Courtenay. Arts integration is an approach to teaching where both art and core subject area concepts and vocabulary are taught, meeting the objectives and standards of multiple subject areas at once. In this approach, both disciplines hold weight, value, and importance. Creating art is an alternative application of knowledge, not just making pretty things. We need to broaden our understanding of what art is and why we teach it. Having a common understanding of what art is and why we teach it can help us better understand how to use art as a tool to add depth to our curriculum. The approach we're taking at Courtenay is called Teaching Artistic Behavior, or TAB. The TAB approach is rooted in the idea that we teach students how to think like artists rather than produce beautiful objects. Beautiful objects that hold no meaning or personal or critical thinking challenges for the student. The TAB approach is built upon the 8 studio habits of mind, a cross-disciplinary framework developed by educator and researcher and affiliate of Harvard's Project Zero, Lois Hetland. The beauty of the 8 studio habits is that students are already using these habits across all disciplines. They are not limited by subject area. There's no hierarchy or order that these concepts are focused on or taught. Oftentimes, we're asking students to utilize many of these skills at once. For instance, anytime we're teaching new content, we are challenging our students to stretch and explore. We often require them to observe by close reading. We're constantly asking students to reflect and self-assess. Have your students written a rough draft of something? Then they've envisioned it. Arts integration is shown to improve core subject area learning and increase student engagement. Schools across the country are seeing real results from their arts integration programs. There are different approaches to arts integration. Here you see there are 3 approaches: parallel, hitched, and integrated. In parallel instruction, the collaboration between teachers is minimal, and the art is an afterthought rather than a tool to add depth to core subject area objectives. Here's an example from Charlotte's Web. 2nd grade is reading Charlotte's Web in their classroom, and they draw a picture of something related to Charlotte's Web in art class. In hitched instruction, the classroom teacher is using art as a main assignment or activity. However, no art vocabulary, skills, or objectives are taught. So in this example, the classroom teacher is having the students draw a picture based on their assignment from Charlotte's Web. In integrated instruction, teachers collaborate to add depth to learning through the arts. In this example, art and ELA objectives are met. Students are engaged, and the teacher has an example of student work that could easily be showcased to parents or school community members. This is the model we need to move towards. Hitched and parallel instruction are both important and have a place in schools. It's a good start for arts integration, but the real goal is integrated instruction. Arts integration is already happening all over Courtenay. Teachers are already incorporating these approaches into their practice. Think about arts integration as a large umbrella under which these practices fall. These ideas are not all separate from each other. They are all rooted in the idea that students need to engage in core learning through multiple avenues and hands-on experiences. Students need to create meaningful work and have opportunities to fail and experiment and try something until they can get it right. Common concerns for implementing arts integration. How do I even do that? The arts integration team is available to collaborate. We will provide opportunities for professional development and collaboration throughout the school year. This seems like more work and we have no time. Arts integration is not more work. It's reframing the work you are already doing. Teaching about velocity? Have your students create a marble run. That's a simple example of one of the many ways that you can incorporate arts into your classroom. I'm not an artist. That's okay. The goal is not to make beautiful objects. The goal is to get students creating authentic and challenging work, and that's not always pretty. Well, what about supplies? You'd be surprised what's in the supply closet in the art room. If we do not have the supplies you need, we have some dedicated arts funding that we may use for supplies. And if you need something really special, with enough planning time, we can do a donor's choose. Our goals for implementing arts integration this year at Courtenay are to increase student and parent engagement. Arts integration projects are a great way to get students engaged and also have a visual or performative piece that we can open up to parents and invite them into your classroom. We can build a common vocabulary. By using the 8 studio habits and common art terminology, we can build an understanding across all subject areas. And we can create at least one unit plan incorporating arts integration. Collaborate with Ms. Severns or another member of the arts integration team to develop a unit plan that includes arts integration. Arts integration projects do not need to be a huge undertaking. It can be as simple as teaching students how to create a graphic organizer and organize information with color, or it can be a large project like Mr. W's candy tank or Miss Carey's adaptive design furniture project. What can teachers do right now to get the ball rolling? Teachers, you can identify where you're already using arts integration. Are you already asking your students to journal through drawing? Do you already incorporate a visual component to the written work your students create? How about presentations? Do you require your students to create presentations and organize information? Then you're already on the right track. Think about what supports you need to make arts integration possible in your room. Does it feel overwhelming, or do you feel like you know where to start? Collaborate with the arts integration team and take it one piece at a time. You can even start by using a lesson you've taught many times and look for ways to teach that same lesson again through the arts. Thank you.